Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is Mr. Kimball here. It is April 6th, 2020. This video is specifically for my English 1 applied class. All right, so lots of information that I need to give to you. We've had some changes as far as our fourth quarter material. And thank you for your patience, first of all. I did send out an email early this morning asking you to be patient with me today as I process and learn and develop the unit plan and make adjustments. I'm still working on making adjustments into the grade book. It is 1:30 on Monday, so I have spent a little bit of time this morning with my planning and preparation. I had to send some snail mail messages and packets to certain people who do not have the best internet connection at home. So it's taken me a little bit just to do a lot of the planning and understanding what's going on. So here's what I have for you guys. Biggest thing you need to understand, and hopefully you watch this first video first, the one that's listed here under the YouTube general message for all students and parents. Hopefully you watch that and you understand that yes, you can be held accountable for your work at this point forward. And if you read through the material that Mr. Braden sent out through email, please understand that's what I'm trying to follow, and I hope I'm being accurate with that information. So what I'm understanding is we can give out one grade per week. It is a participation type of grade, and how we divide up those 10 points is really up to us. And I have a very specific way that I'm going to divide up those points, and I'm going to talk about that here in just a second. It's going to be on the bottom of this page. And again, you do have access to all the material that I am showing you. This is your lesson plan document for semester 2. And whenever you see this in email, when you go to this spot right here, that is the hyperlink that leads you to this document that I'm showing you. And your YouTube link will be listed right here once I get done posting this particular video. Okay, so here's what you're doing. You're continuing with your No Red Ink material. You have a self-guided situation going on. So if you have not mastered material inside of No Red Ink, then it's going to keep showing you that you have the availability to take and do that work. You are reading the novel 1984 by George Orwell. I did give out some PDFs for that, and I know a few people have the hard copies of that. So everyone has access to 1984. You should be reading that, and in fact, you should probably be close to finishing that novel at this point. You are also being asked to complete the reading response form after each chapter and complete chapter guide packets, those reader guide packets. Make sure that you get those done. That's going to be a part of the grades that you're going to see here in just a moment. Okay. Um, those 10 points, there is a division of those 10 points, and I'm going to explain that here in just a second, but I'm going to slide over here first. When you look at your specific page, your English 1 honors page, you'll notice that the next 2 weeks are filled out, and it's a continuation of the same work that we've been doing. Remember, I assigned all of this on March 16th, so it's not a surprise. I'm just continuing those same expectations into fourth quarter, but now I have some dates that I can hold you accountable for doing that work. So let's talk about points. How am I going to divide up those 10 points? Parents and students, you will get points. Students will get the points if you communicate with me. So parents, if you email me, send me a remind message or some kind of a handwritten note that gets sent to the school message school mailbox, that's perfectly fine. Students, same thing. As long as you are communicating with me, you will get 1 or 2 points. 1 point for parent, 1 point for student, 2 point total. If you are completing your No Red Ink practice work, then you are going to get an additional point. So that would be 3 points total possible up to that point. And then for this week, it's going to change a little bit next week, but for this week, you're going to get points for each of the reading responses that you have turned in. Okay, so 1 point for each one. So if you turn in 5, 6, or 7, you're going to get those points. For those of you who are ahead of the game and you're current with the material, then you know that you've already done more than enough to meet the expectations for the next couple of weeks. So I'll just make sure that you're going to get the maximum points for those next couple of weeks until you are caught up and even beyond. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense. So basically, what I'm asking you to do is make sure that you have several of the reading responses done so I can give you full credit for this week. And if you've already had some done over the past few weeks, that's going to play into the points for this week. Now, there's going to be a little bit of an adjustment for next week. So please be aware of that. Please pay attention to that and make sure that you are staying on top of your communication. Make sure you are staying on top of your Google Classroom material because everything is in there. The rubrics are in there, the expectations, the links, everything you need is inside of Google Classroom. All right, guys, have a great day. Talk to you later.